Hello everyone, my name is Cesar, and I'm back once again with another build in SSF. This time is an Exsanguinate Trickster. Now before we continue with the video, I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who has been watching the videos, who has subscribed to the channel, like and commented the videos as well. I plan on uploading more videos on the builds that I play, so if you have enjoyed the videos, please consider subscribing. It's free and you help the channel grow. So once again, thank you everyone. So let's start talking about the build. Now this is an Exsanguinate and also Corrupting Fever Trickster. This is we deal physical damage over time in this build, and our main skill is Exsanguinate. This is how we deal damage to the enemies. We are also using Corrupting Fever because we scale physical damage over time. Basically, we cast Corrupting Fever at the start of a map, and then we just use Exsanguinate, and our Corrupting Fever refreshes whenever we hit enemies. We're also using Flame Dash for our movement skill, and Vulnerability for our curse. We self-cast the curse. And also we're using Enduring Cry and Molten Shell. For the passive tree, and our ascendancy, we're a Trickster, of course, mainly because it has some nice defenses with a Spellbreaker, makes it very easy to get Spell Suppression 100%, and Soul Drinker, it makes our energy shield very good. We have Overleech and some damage as well. We're also using Polymath, which gives us a lot of damage and a lot of recovery on kill, life and energy shield. For each different type of mastery that we have allocated. In this version I have allocated 10 different types of masteries. So we're getting 30% more damage and 10% life on kill and energy shield on kill. Now for the tree itself, we start right here, we take some physical damage, we take this, and then we start getting the masteries. Physical mastery over here, evasion and ES mastery over here, with the nodes of course. Then we go all the way down here, some life, Ghost Dance, which gives us the Ghost Shrouds, which are very decent defensive mechanic, some evasion and energy shield, some leech with the mastery, life and ES with the mastery, suppression, some damage over time, and then some mana reservation efficiency with effect of non-curse auras. Then we go here to the left and below, mana reservation efficiency with charisma, very good will. We get this point to get some frenzy and endurance charges while mapping. Then some spell suppression with the mastery, some life nodes with also the flask mastery. And then life with the mastery, and finally physical damage with physical damage over time multiplayer, and also Iron Will, which gives us a little bit of damage. And that is the passive tree. Lastly, we're also using some clusters. Now the clusters are not mandatory, but they are very useful. So if you have them, use them. If you don't, try to grind, try to do some delirium to get the clusters. They are not very hard to get. The most important cluster would be the small mana reservation efficiency with uncompromising, so we can run our 5 auras. If you don't have it, you can get some mana reservation efficiency from your body armor and from your helmet with essences. And also maybe you can replace the small cluster with an armor one and get uncompromising that way if you cannot drop the mana reservation one. We're also using a large physical damage cluster. Any notables that you can get are very good. The best one would be Battle Hardened, because it gives physical damage, evasion, and armor. Right? We're also scaling evasion and armor with everything up. Our flasks. We have 22k armor and 17k evasion. The last cluster would be a medium one with physical damage over time. Any notable that gives damage over time multiplier is good, combined with flow of life, if you can get it. And for our jewels, just try to get life and damage over time multiplier. For the gear, let's start talking about the jewelry. Try to get as much life, energy shield, and resistances for the rings and the belt. For the amulet, try to get a +1 with crafted life. If you're lucky, you can also get damage over time multiplier as a suffix. And then whatever you might need, stats, resistances. For the anoint, I went with the damage over time multiplier. It costs 2 black oils. For the body armor, try to get one with energy shield, mainly. I went with evasion rating as well, so I can get suppression. And also, so I can use Escape Artist from Descendancy. You get energy shield per 6 evasion rating on body armor, and also evasion rating per 1 ES on a helmet. Right? So for the helmet, I went with energy shield base. With life, I went with a mana reservation efficiency from the essences, and whatever you can get from the outreach implicits as well. Ideally, mana reservation efficiency and whatever you can get. Boots, life, movement speed, resistance. This one has suppression as well, which is nice. The gloves are kind of important. There is an essence mod. Socketed gems deal 30% more damage over time. We get that from Essence of Delirium. And we need that to put our Corrupting Fever on the gloves. Right, so try to get that with an open prefix so you can craft life and whatever else you can get. This one was Fracture with spell suppression, which is nice. For the Eldritch Implicit, try to get Eater of Words, try to get the physical damage, Leech as life, which helps a lot, because we spent quite a bit of life to cast our skills. And for the Searing Exarch, try to get physical damage over time multiplier. To get the essences, of course, remember to use the essences of corruption on the purple map essences, right? Scorn, Envy, Misery, and Dread. Use them whenever you see in maps, and if you're lucky, you'll get one of these types of essences, the special ones, and you can swap them using Harvest as well. If you type essence, change a stack of essences, you can swap them. And there we go. You can get the essence of Delirium that way. For the weapons, you can use scepters with +1 level of physical skill gems. Try to get that with decent spell damage. You can also get +1 all skill gems. And as a suffix, you can get damage over time multiplier and physical damage over time multiplier. Now, you can only craft the physical damage over time multiplier from Betrayal with the Veiled mods. So try to get any of those. Any of those combined with the spell damage is good. You can also use a shield if you want to be more defensive instead of one of the scepters. Ideally, you would want life, good energy shield, and either spell damage or +1 physical skill gems. And then any good suffixes, resistances, max resistances, anything that you can get on a shield if you want to be a bit more defensive. For the gems, remember to put your Corrupting Fever in your gloves. and link to efficacy, brutality, and swift affliction. Then Exsanguinate on your body armor, try to get a level 21 of course. Link with Unleash, Chain, Cruelty, and Control Destruction. For the last link you can use either Energy Leech or Brutality if you have the correct colors. I couldn't get 3 red colors, so I went with Energy Leech instead of Brutality. But Brutality is more consistent, so it's a bit better than Energy Leech. Then we are running 5 auras with Pride, Herald of Purity, War Banner, Determination, and Discipline. If you don't have the mana reservation efficiency, you can drop War Banner as well. War Banner is more damage. If you want to be more defensive, you would go for Defiance Banner, which gives armor and evasion rating. Then we have Molten Shell, Enduring Cry, and Flame Dash. All of them link with Life Tap, so we spend life instead of mana, so we can reserve all the mana that we have. Then for single target, actually, for your Exsanguinate, you can swap Swift Affliction instead of Chain. Would be better for single target, and it's the same color. Then Vulnerability as well with Life Tap, so we spend life. And this is Herald of Purity, and well, I had 2 spaces, I went with Cast on Death and Portal of course, which is not necessary. And that's the build. So the build is pretty good for solo self-hunt. It's a good mapper, it's very good at clearing, so you can do Harvest, Expedition, Delirium, Ritual. That's what I've been doing, and it hasn't had any problems. And I also did Eater of Worlds without any problems, so you can even do bosses if you want. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, hope you enjoyed the build. Thank you very much for watching, take care, bye bye.
They know all your secrets. Nothing is hidden from them.